quarterback.
Are there more than 32 quarterbacks better than Sam Bradford?
Well, Tom Condon was what? Didn't he wait for free agency? If he waited that long, they didn't sign him to an extension. If you waited that long, test the market. He tested the market and found out there was no suitors to his liking. Okay. He went back to Philly, take the $22 million, go compete. There's nothing else to talk about.
All right, but he's stuck right now because they shot him. Okay, no,
so
they're not stuck with him.
The Rams were stuck with him for 5 years.
Well, you know what I proposed? I proposed that Sam Bradford give his money back and go back out on the open market.
You noticed that?
That's what I would do.
He didn't do that. He didn't do that, did he?
Okay. Well, okay. I said.
So now
it's too late in the game. Everybody got their guy. RG3's in Cleveland. Sanchez is in Denver.
I'm willing to bet if he gave the money back, Philly would release him. But he didn't want that.
I proposed it.
He wanted to pick and choose Tom Condon because, see, you know who Tom Condon's other client was, who just retired from Denver? Peyton Manning. So what he was going to try to do, he was going to try to strong arm. Guess what, Broncos? I know you lost Peyton. You know, I did you solid now. I brought Peyton to you 4 years ago. I'm going to give you Sam. No, give the money back, go out on the open market and see what you can get.
Okay, how foolish would he make the Eagles look if he, quote unquote, wins the job for the next 2 years? If he competes at a high level, performs at a high level, there's no way they can get away. They would look like fools if they don't start to ease Carson Wentz into the fray. They pay him too much money, too much to trade from 8 up to 2. You know it and I know it. It's game over.
If I had wheels, I'd be a Mercedes. No, I wouldn't. You keep saying if. I don't do the if. We know what he is, Skip. After 6 years, the likelihood of him being this great franchise quarterback is next to nil. Now, I'm not going to say it's impossible because they put man on the moon. And that's what this is. For him to be an elite quarterback, a franchise quarterback, you say, you know what? If we get Sam Bradford, we can contend for a championship. You know that's past.
Okay.
That card is gone.
The last 3 games of the year last year, he threw for 300 plus. He can throw it. He can wing it. He can spin it.
Skip, what about the previous 6 years? You want to take 3 games?
He had flashes in St. Louis. He had flashes. He did.
Haley's Comet. I saw Haley's Comet in 1986.
You didn't see it.
I absolutely did. Probably won't be around 77 in the 3rd year to see the next one.
Probably not.
You like to put everything in a microcosm. You like to take, okay, he played good for 3 games. I got 6 years of tape. You want to take 3 games?
Okay, they signed him. I'm just saying somebody would have taken a chance because this league is desperate for Sam Bradford. It's desperate in other places.
He could have said, he and his agent could have said, if you don't give me at least a 4-year deal with $40 million guaranteed, I'm walking. He didn't do that. You know why? Because there was nothing else out there. Skip, you know that.
I don't know about what the Jets would have signed him if they're having trouble with Fitzpatrick.
See, we keep getting into these scenarios. Let's deal with what we know. What we know. He was not offered a long-term deal from the Eagles or none of the other 32 teams. We know that. They gave him $22 million over the first 2 years, guaranteed. We know that. All these other scenarios that you want to come up with, we don't know if they ever existed. We know at 28, he's injury-prone. He's 7-9 at best. That's what we know.
Okay. What I know is the other kid went to North Dakota State, and I know next to nothing about his NFL possibilities.
I don't care if he played semi-pro and he went to Savannah State, my alma mater. But you know what the Eagles think? Say, you know what? Moving forward, we believe that guy gives us a better chance to win long term.
Right. That is correct. Which is why that guy will be in the starting lineup sooner than later next year. How many games will Sam Bradford start before he loses the job?
I know he's going to miss at least 1 or 2 games for injury. We know that.
I don't know that for a fact, but he has.
I love how you like to say he played good to 3 games, but in 6 years, he's missed a season, he's missed half a season, he's missed another 2 games, but we don't know what's going to happen.
Okay, I saw him, he won the Heisman Trophy. He's a dart thrower.
Let's not talk about Heisman Trophy winners that didn't do very well in the NFL, okay?
Okay.
We're going to leave that alone, Skip. I'm not going there with you today. We're going to keep it.
Is it actually possible that a quarterback from a 1AA or FCS school can actually perform better than somebody who played at a D1 school like Oklahoma?
Joe Flacco.
Okay. All right. Good.
I'm just throwing some names. I'm just spitballing.
I can keep going. Terry Bradshaw, Phil Simms. I can keep throwing them out.
Okay.
That happens every once in a while.
Well, listen. Let's
not so sure this time.
we'll see what happens. But let's continue talking about the NFC least. I mean, the NFC East.
Oh, boy.
So, well, according to Football Outsiders on ESPN.com, they have the Cowboys running away with the division at 10-6 this season.
Yep.
You're excited about that. We know that. And then look at the rest of the teams. The Giants, Eagles, and Redskins, they have them finishing at 6-10. Guys, did they get this right? Shannon? Yeah, well, we know his answer.
Skip. You actually did that and tried to pass it off
I did not
as
do it.
insider.
I have nothing to do with it.
Stop.
I'm a football insider.
So let me get this.
outsider.
So let me get this right. Greg Hardy, who was one of your best pass rushers, he's not there anymore, and rightfully so. It's
He
on.
was like a 0 last year. Go ahead.
Your two next best pass rushers are going to miss the first 4 games. That's provided they haven't had any more positive drug tests.
Yep.
Defense, which was really, really bad last year. And I don't think it got any better because the guy you took in the second round, Jalen Smith, I think that's his name, probably won't play it down this year.
Probably won't.
But you're thinking, because you get Tony Romo, another guy that's starting to get, I guess you're going to say he's in his prime, but I digress. Here's a guy that's 34, 35 years of age, coming off his 3rd surgery on a collarbone in the past 3 years. Last I checked, having played this game before, as you get older, you don't get healthier. So you actually think you want me to believe, and you want all the people that's watching this show today, because they drafted Zeke Elliott, now all of a sudden, they're the beast of the East. You actually
By
believe
4
that.
games. Yep. And you think who's going to win it?
Look, for the past 4 years, they've been nothing. I'm riding with Eli. I'm a ride with Eli. Because I don't believe...
Wait, Eli Manning? That guy?
Eli Manning and Beckham. I'm a ride with those 2 guys. I don't believe Kirk Cousins gonna have the type of year that he had last year. I think they're gonna take a step back now. Although I think defensively they'll be there. They signed Josh Norman. I think he's more of a systems guy than say a shutdown corner. The Patrick Petersons, the Reeveses, the Shermans, Chris Harris Jr.'s, those type guys. I don't think he's that type of a guy. Cowboys not winning this division. I told you that last year. I sat on this very desk, told you they weren't winning that division. I can tell you, I love the way you do this, because see, when you bang the table, it makes you more right. I can tell you right now.
We've got to replace the table a couple times.
They're gonna be 12-4. I've seen it right now, and they're gonna win the NFC East, and they're gonna win it, and they're gonna play for the Super Bowl. None of those things happen.
The New York Football Giants says Shannon Sharp will win the NFC East next year. Can we get that on tape, please?
They will have a better record than the Dallas Cowboys.
That means they will win the East. Or
Yes.
You're not counting out the Redskins, I guess.
Yeah, I don't believe Kirk. I think Kirk Cousins. I think he falls back to earth. Now, is he a 2,500 yards? I don't believe he's a 4,000, 4,200, whatever he threw for the 30 touchdowns. I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's that great. I think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's great. But I know what Eli Manning can do. You know what he can do.
May I have my camera, please? Thank you. My Cowboys will win the NFC East next year. You can book it, and I'll tell you why. Let's go back to your Giants first. I'll even do this by default. Do you realize that every 3rd year of Eli's career, right on schedule, he has led the National Football League in interceptions? He's had 2 pretty good years since he last led the NFL in interceptions. He's right on schedule this year to lead the league in interceptions. And the team that you have picked to win the East spent almost $200 million free agent dollars on these 3 players: Olivier Vernon, Janoris Jenkins, and Damon Harrison. You know how many Pro Bowls they have among the 3 of them? How about 0? You know how many playoff game experiences that they have among the 3 of them? 0 playoff games among the 3 of them. Will those 3 turn around the New York Football Giants defense? I think not. They drafted in the 1st round Eli Apple, starting with Mel Kiper, God bless him, reach. Like, what are you doing, Eli Apple? I think they drafted him for his name. Eli Big Apple. Oh, we got another Eli Big Apple. That's it. That's it. You can sell him. You can market him.
No, you cannot. You're not marketing no defensive back as a rookie.
Way to go. Okay, way to go. So now back to my Dallas Cowboys. If Tony Romo goes down, you got me. And if that's the only reason you've got to say that my team won't win the division, you've got
Skip. We can't say if. We got to stop using, because you hedging here. If. Are they going to win the division? Yeah, we don't. Well, if Tony Romo stays healthy, if he throws for 4,000 yards, if Ezekiel Elliott runs for 2,500 yards, we can't do ifs. Are they going to win the division?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because Ezekiel Elliott will change the way they play football. They will control the clock the way they did 2 years with DeMarco Murray when he led the NFL in rushing, and they led in time of possession. They will do it again with Zeke the Freak. I believe Tony Romo will stay healthy. His last surgery on his shoulder, I think they put in a plate that will help him avoid that same injury next year. But I don't know. If you want to wish it upon him, if you want to jinx him, put that voodoo on him, that's fine with me. But I'm not going to.
Was it made of China? Because you know he breaks real easy.
Okay. Des Bryant had his second surgery on his foot. They all require, after that Jones fracture, a second surgery. Kevin Durant needed a second surgery. Julian Edelman has needed a second surgery. I believe Des Bryant will be 1,000% Des Bryant next year. The offensive line, even you cannot debate, is at the top of the list.
Very good.
And
very good.
I think they're even better run blockers than pass blockers, as many lines often are. So I think they will be devastating and dominating. This will be the most explosive offense in the National Football League. I will give you, my defense is a little shaky, but Orlando Scandrick comes back, and he was my best defensive player 2 years ago.
But what is he coming off of? A lower leg injury.
Okay.
Normally, guys don't speed up when they suffer lower leg injury.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes.
Okay, but who's going to take some of the pressure off of Des Bryant? Now, you know Jason Witten is only like 12 months younger than me.
Okay. You should still be playing then.
No,
he's playing at the highest level. He looks like a Hall of Famer to me. Will he not be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Skip. Why do you do this? Why do you try to put me on the spot? Why?